What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be taking a look at all of the new battle motions that have been added into the game. I'm a little bit late on this one. They added a new batch of battle motions, when part 2 of the anniversary started, and we got, our next set of anniversary headliners. Obviously, they added battle motions, to be equipped for all of those characters. So yeah, we are going to take a look at those today. I think there's maybe a couple of extras that have been added in there as well. So very first thing I wanted to point out before we actually look at them is talk about the battle motion renewal special missions here. So it looks like they learned from their mistake that they made in part 1 in part 2 here. So you can see most of these missions are from part 1. You can see the little part 1 tag on most of them. So these were all split up for the individual characters that got their different battle motions, right? You can see this one was specifically for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? This one here was specifically for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. They include the Super Saiyan 3 Goku in here because he's got the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, right? But yeah, so they split them all up. And one thing that was very unfortunate was this right here. They split the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta into his own category like they did with the rest, but coincidentally with this one, this is the only unit that's getting that buff. They didn't add it for, the Int Evolution Blue Vegeta or the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. And I have figured out why at this point. It's just because they are sub-categorizing these units, not just by the name that they have, but by like what moment in the series they're from. And we're gonna cover an example of that here in a moment. So for part 2, what they decided to do was just make one mission for all of them, right? So you only had to use one of these characters one time to get the stone here, and then all of the units are included, so nobody will be missing out on being able to complete the mission, right? So yeah, if we take a look in here, there is a base form Goku in here. This is base form Goku from Dragon Ball Super. That's the only one. Because obviously the reason he got the battle motion update was for the new LR Goku and Frieza card. Because when you tag switch into Goku, he does have a battle animation. An idle animation, rather. So they also gave it to this... this is the free-to-play sign of UI Goku, right? Before he awakens all the way up to UI, he is just in base. But yeah, so a base form Goku from Dragon Ball Super. More specifically, like, the end of Dragon Ball Super, I guess, kind of like Tournament of Power. But yeah, so I kind of do appreciate them subcategorizing that. At first, it was a little bit confusing to me why they had only picked like a couple of Super Saiyan Gokus or things like that to give the animations to, but I guess they're going to be giving them slightly different animations just depending on what moment in the series they're from and stuff. So all is well here. But yeah, so basically what we're going to do today is we've got all of these units on a team, and we're going to jump into an event and then take a look at all of their different idle animations. Obviously, all these doled out ones here are just like SSRs of cards that I don't have obtained, but I do have at least one copy of every card here. Basically, what I'm saying is with the team we've built, we're going to be able to see every single idle animation that they are referring us to, right? Certain cards are only in here for their transformations. They did, I think, note that in, did they note that in the missions somewhere? Oh, yeah, it's all the way up at the top. So it says it includes characters, that, their battle motions after reversible exchange and after transformation have, revamped, right? I guess I'll also note that the, full power Frieza here, we're not going to be taking a look at. Because, he's included on this list, but we have already taken a look at his battle animation, when we did his EZA, right? And then the Super Saiyan Goku isn't included because, the Namek Goku has the same idle animation as the, Part 1, Dokkan Fest Vegito, right? So that was already one of the Part 1 units that was covered, with an idle animation. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into an event and take a look at all of these new idle animations. Alright, so we'll be starting off here with the STR Gogeta. So obviously he got the idle animation because of the AGL Dokkan Fest Gogeta, but we don't have to actually bother, getting the AGL Gogeta like transformed and out and everything. We can just use the start of turn STR Gogeta to see what that idle animation looks like. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look here. Awesome, awesome. That is a little bit subtle. I do like that. They so far have been adding a lot of different effects for these characters. As you can see, like the Super Saiyan Angel Vegeta here just has the little squat and flex pose. He's not really doing much, but then you've got the Gogeta with that little flourish of his aura, expanding across the screen and stuff. I do like that it's a little bit more see-through. Not quite as opaque as some of the other ones, like the Evolution Blue Vegeta and stuff. So that is very cool. Not a bad idle animation there. That's definitely decent. Okay, and then we have the Angel Final Form Frieza. Okay, that one's pretty simple as well. Just going with the typical Frieza pose. Oh yeah, I suppose that's something else we should do is let these guys sit for long enough. Because if you let Frieza sit, then he actually, starts wagging his tail like that. So that's pretty cool too. And then yeah, the Angel Vegeta, pretty simple, right? And I don't think he does anything if you let him sit there. He just stays in that same pose. Okay, well, that one's a little bit underwhelming, but it also makes sense because it's like... I mean, I guess it was built for a base form of a card. There aren't a lot of, like, Super Saiyan Angel Vegetas in the game, even. So it makes sense that they didn't make that one too amazing, I suppose. I'm not really sure. Okay, I think this actually worked out almost perfectly. Almost perfectly. Okay, I'll make a cut and we'll check out the next set of them. Okay, so we've got two more here. We have the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Oh my goodness, that one is so good. Wow. Okay, I mean, it doesn't really... Yeah, they really are changing up the flavor with each of these. I do like this a lot. They're, considering things a lot, like whether it's, more of a start of battle type of idle animation or whether it's like a fully charged one or something. Obviously, this moment for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is like huge. He's already like fully powered up to max power. He is enraged, right? So there's no sense in making it where you see him, just his body, and then all of a sudden he pops into the, like, cool aura with all the lightning striking around him. That would already be happening. The wind is already going like crazy. His aura is on fire right now. So it makes sense that he's just sitting there, charging up the way that he is. Yeah, that looks good. He just gives the little head tilt. Very, very powerful stuff. Love that, love that. Okay, and then we have the base form Goku, the Dragon Ball Super. Base form Goku here. Obviously, this is just for the tag switch Goku and Frieza. Okay, yeah, so another pretty simple one there, right? He's just getting the little setup stance, and that's about it. And then it doesn't look like either of these do anything when you let them sit long enough. They just continue to be what they are, so that's not too bad. Alright, so the very last one that we have to take a look at is gonna be, Angel Super Saiyan Goku. So I'll make another cut and then we'll take a look at him and then we will finish up here. Okay, last one here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so very simple stuff. We could have expected that, right? No big deal there. That is a very simple one as well. Alright, well, that is all of the updated idle animations that have come out post part 1 of the anniversary since the last time we did the little battle motion update video here. Minus a couple, because there are a couple of extra ones that they've added for characters that are easy A-ing, right? They are adding those for those characters as well, but I have been covering those battle motions during the Easy A videos, where I actually take on the Easy A stages. So, yeah, if you want to see those ones, then go check out the Easy A videos. We will have to see what the future of these videos look like, because I would like to keep covering this on the channel where I do show off all of the new battle motion all the new battle motions that come to the game, it was very easy for me to make full videos out of these with, large batches of characters that were getting them, because we had so many of these anniversary headliners releasing at one time, and because they had transformations and these tag switches with giving different sprites to multiple cards. There were so many battle motions to look at, right? But, for instance, next week when we get our next, Dokkan Fest celebration, there's going to be one unit, and maybe the banner unit will get a battle motion too, we'll see. So maybe there'll be like 2, and then it's possible there could be a transformation on that unit, potentially giving it a 3rd battle motion, and then I guess with maybe a tag switch added to that character as well, it could have a 4th. So yeah, I guess it's possible we see like up to 4 within the celebration, and then maybe I could squeak like a whole video out of it. But other than that, I don't know how I'm gonna do these, because if there's only like 1 or 2 new battle motions to look at, it's gonna be hard for me to make an entire video out of it. So I'm gonna have to do some deciding, see how that works. It's just gonna depend, their release schedule of these kind of things coming up in the future. We'll see. Maybe it'll be something where every couple of months I'll just do an update for the new ones that have come out. Though it'll be really easy to cover them if they keep adding missions behind them, right? Oh, hello, Cord. But yeah, if they keep adding missions to them, then I can always just cover the completion of the missions, right? Which obviously this time around we saw at the beginning of the video, I had already completed the mission. Basically all you had to do was use any one of the part 2 characters and then you were going to complete the mission. So obviously that has long since been done for me at this point. But yeah, there we go. That is the updated battle motions. Let me know, so far in game, of all of the battle motions, which one is your absolute favorite? I think, for me, it's probably the Super Vegito. I think Super Vegito is probably my favorite one still. The Super Vegito and Super Gogeta are pretty closely tied, I think. Well, I don't know. That Super Saiyan 2 Gohan one is pretty sick. I do like the initial movement of the Super Vegito and Super Gogeta ones, right? Whereas the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan one is pretty stagnant throughout it. It doesn't really change much. But yeah, those would definitely be my top 3. So yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling about the new battle motions. That is going to go ahead and do it for this one. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.